Hi there. Hope you have a fantastic day today. This lesson, I will teach you how to multiply algebraic expressions. Of course, there is a PDF file versions on the description below for you to download so you can work with me. Otherwise, let's go straight into it. When we simplify algebraic expressions by multiplying, so what we do, numbers, we time with numbers, and letter, we time with letter. So for example, question 1, part A. So we have P times Q. So that is P, Q. So there you go. So part B. So we have 4 times A. So 4 times A is 4A. There you go. Part C. So we have 3 times A times B times C. So for 3, we just write this down. And then we have A times B times C. So we just write A, B, C. So A, B, C. There you go. Part D. So don't forget, with numbers, we times together. And letters, we times together with letter. So for example, we have 2 here. And we times 5. And 2 times 5 is 10. So we just write equal 10. And with letters, we have x here and we times with y. So x times y is equal to xy. So we just write x, y. And part E, so we have 2/3, we times 15. So 15 divided by 3 is 5 and we times 2 will give me 10. Otherwise, we can just put on a calculator. So just go 2 fractions 3 and we just times 15. So there you go, is 10. So that is equal to 10 with the numbers, right? Then with letters, we have M and we times N. And M times N is Mn. So let me just write M, N. There you go. Part F. Again, numbers we times together and letters we times with letters. So we have 18 we times 5/6. So 18 divided by 6 is 3 and 3 times 5 is 15. Otherwise, we just put on a calculator. So just go 18, which is times 5/6. So there you go, 15. So let me just write this down, 15. And we have letters here, A times B times C. So A times B times C is equal to A, B, and C. So there you go. Please pause the video and try this one yourself. Hi there, I'm back. How did you go? Let me just go through them with you. Before I do that, please do not forget to give me a thumb up and subscribe if you haven't done so you can help me to grow my channel. So let's get into it. So don't forget, and letters, we time with letters. So 5 times y is 5y. And we have 4. So we just write the number in front first. And then x times y, give me xy. There you go. And don't forget, we normally write number in front of the letters. Okay, keep that in mind. So now we do the number first. So 2 times 7, give me 14. And we have P times Q. So P times Q is PQ. So PQ. So there you go. Part D. So we just deal with number first. So we have 7 and we times 6. 7 times 6 is 42. Otherwise, you can just use your calculator. So that becomes 42. And now we have M, we times N. So that becomes Mn. And we times V. So M and V. So that's the answer. So M and V. So there you go. Part E, we have 21. We times 3/7. So we can just quickly use calculator. So just go 21 times 3/7 or divide by 7. Okay, so that gives me 9. So the answer is 9. And we have A times B. So A times B is AB. So we write down A, B. There you go. Now part F, we have 6 times a half times 3. So 6 times a half give me 3. 3 times 3 is 9. Otherwise, I just go 6. We times a half, 1/2. And then we times 3. So there you go. The answer is 9. So that is equal to 9. And we have T times U will give me TU. And times V, so TUV. Remember that, okay? So TUV. There you go. Let's go through second example. So part A. So we have P times P. So P times P will give me P squared. Okay, keep that in mind. A times A will give me A squared. So keep that in mind. And same rule apply with letters, we times with letter. And numbers, we times with number. So we have 2 here, we times 5. And 2 times 5, give me 10. So the answer is 10. And we have X, and we times another X. So X times X is X squared. So there you go. Part C, we have 5, we times 3. So 5 times 3 is 15. So the answer is 15. Now we deal with letters. So X times X, we have X squared first. And then Y, so X squared times Y, so it's Y. So the answer is 15 X squared Y. Keep that in mind. Part D. So we have the numbers here, here, and here. So we have 2 times 3 times 3. And 2 times 3 is 6. And 6 times 3 is 18. Again, you can just put in a calculator if you wish. Just go 2 times 3 times 3. The answer should be 18. So there you go. And with letters, we times with letter. So we have A here. And we times another A here. Give me A squared. And then we have B. And we just write B down. Then we have C and this C here. So C times C, it give me C squared. So there you go. So 18A squared, B, C squared. Part E. So remember, with numbers, we use calculator, time them together. Otherwise, if you're good with your multiplication skill, we just do it in our head. So 9 times 2/3 times 2. So you can just put in a calculator 9 times 2/3 times 2. And your answer should be, because 9 divided by 3 is 3. And 3 times 2 will give me 6. And 6 times 2 is 12. So the answer is 12. And we have M and M. We time together, give me M squared. And then with N, we have N here, we times N. So give me N squared. So we just write this down. So there you go. Last example. So we have 2, we times 3, and we times nothing in front of QR, just like 1. So 2 times 3 is 6. Then we have P here, and we have P here, and we have, that's it. We have P times P, give me P squared. Then The next lot is Q. So we have Q here and Q here, and then we have Q here. So we have Q times Q times Q. So 3 of them times together. So it becomes Q to the power of 3. So keep that in mind. And then we have R, we times another R. So R times R will give me R squared. So 6p squared, Q power of 3, and then R squared. Please pause the video and try this one yourself. Hi there, I'm back. How did you go? Let me go through them with you, okay? Before I do that, please do not forget to give me a thumb up and subscribe if you haven't done so you can help me to grow my channel. So let's get into it. So we have 3. So nothing in front of this y here become 1. So 3 times 1 is 3. So just write 3 down. And y times y will give me y squared. So the answer is y squared. Done. Now this one here, we have 5. We write 5 down. And then we have x, we times x. So give me x squared. And y, we just write it down. There you go. And next one, part C. So we have 2 times 8, give me 16. And we have m times m. This m times together with this m. So m times m will give me m squared. And for n, so that means 16m squared times n. So we just write this down. So there you go. Part D. Again, we deal with number first, okay? Because we want to write the number in front. So we have 5, we times 4. And 5 times 4 is 20, okay? So we write this down. And now we have R, we times R, and we times this R. So R times R is R squared. And times another R become R power of 3. R to the power of 3. And then we have T times T will give me T squared. And we times this T, give me T power of 3. So T power of 3. And for this V here, we just write this down. So 20 R power of 3, T power of 3, and V. Part E. We're dealing with number first. So we have 7, we times 3. And 7 times 3 will give me 21. And now we're just dealing with A first. So A is just 1A. We write it down. And then we have B. And we times this B. So B times B will give me B squared. Now we have C. And times with this C. So C times C is C squared. And we times another C becomes C to the power of 3. So C power of 3. There you go. Last one. So we have 2 and then we times 3 times 4. So 2 times 3 give me 6 and 6 times 4 will give me 24. Otherwise, you can just put on a calculator 2 times 3 times 4. Okay, so that give me 24. And then we have P and we times with this P here. So that will give me P squared. So that becomes P squared. Now we have Q and we times with this Q. So that give me Q squared and we times another Q. So that become Q to the power of 3. So Q to the power of 3. And for this R here, and we just need to write it down. So that is R. So there you go. I hope you got all of them correct. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.